right, this is Andrew with Joda Home Inspections. We are doing a sewer scope today here in Salt Lake. We're at 1963 South Lake Street, and we have the camera pushed out 113 feet to the city connection. Now we're going to pull back and record it and see what we find. So this first connection point is called the nose arm. This is where it goes from your lateral line into the main city line. It looks like a good connection there. Right off the bat, let's see. So it looks like a good connection there. One thing that I'm watching for is any standing water, which would indicate improper grade. So far this is looking okay. Little tiny offset there. There's a little bit of a shoulder on the pipe. That's something else that I'm looking at. You never want to have too big of an offset, or else waste can collect and create a blockage. Another little bit of an offset there. I can't tell what type of pipe this is yet. It doesn't look real rusty like cast iron does. It doesn't really have that red color that clay does. But you do have joints every 3 or 4 feet. And so that makes me think that it is clay. That's an access point, so somewhere out in the yard, a lot of times it's right outside the house, you'll have an access. I didn't see one yet. I've only inspected inside, but a lot of times they're cut off and buried. And so just because you have a clean out doesn't mean that you have easy access. This line's looking really pretty clean. I'm not finding any roots. So far I haven't found any standing water. It's probably been cleaned at some point recently. Could be transite pipe as well. Transite's usually kind of a white color. We're transitioning to ABS, it looked like, but we're going underwater. So this is a belly, or a flat spot, and so it's more likely for grease to settle here. As grease builds up, waste can get stuck on that. Waste has a harder time going through bellies because water has to build up to flush it out. We'll see how long this one is. Okay, it's not very long, but now we're transitioning to cast iron, and this cast looks pretty rough. I would recommend having this cast cleaned and then evaluated again, but eventually cast iron will need to be replaced, and with the age of this house that could mean any time, if not now. Cleaning it would give you a better idea. You might be able to blow a liner through this if nothing else is feeding into the cast in this area. Liners can be cheaper than digging up the basement slab. but you only want to put a liner if you have good grade, and you have a lot of standing water, which means that you might not have good enough grade. The water could be built up because of buildup in the line, and so cleaning it would give you the answer to that. But sometimes cleaning cast iron that's this old and rough can break the line or poke a hole through it, and so it's kind of a catch-22. You need to do something, but sometimes in cleaning it, you can make it so that it needs to be replaced today. Alright, and then a fair amount of buildup right there at the end. And so that's also a spot that you definitely want to have cleaned. And so for now, I would say the line needs to be cleaned and then evaluated again. I would recommend the insurance on this line separately from everything going on under the house. You know, the line going through the yard looks really pretty decent, but it's still older. You had some small offset, and so I would recommend that that area be cleaned, or that area be insured, just because it's older. But in addition to that, you have enough issues going on under the house that cleaning it would also be warranted. And then in addition to cleaning it, you want to have it looked at again. Cleaning it can help prevent issues, but this looks old enough that you want to clean it and see if there's any issues that we're not seeing because of that buildup. We're going to end this recording now.